Coming up on 5 Minute News. Erdogan says US-Turkey problems can be solved after Biden meet. UK study finds vaccines offer high protection from Delta variant. And dangerous heatwave grips US southwest as temperatures hit 120 Fahrenheit. It's Tuesday, June 15. I'm Anthony Davis. President Erdogan said after his first meeting with US counterpart Joe Biden on Monday that they have no problems that cannot be solved, even while he gave no indication of progress on the biggest stalemate, Turkey's purchase of Russian missiles. At a press conference on the sidelines of a NATO summit in Brussels, Erdogan called the talks productive and sincere, and he emphasized his long years of friendship with the US leader. The discussion, for which Erdogan waited 5 months after Biden's inauguration, stressed the need for better dialogue, set a positive tone for the future, and covered cooperation in areas such as Syria, Erdogan said. US-Turkey ties are clouded by an array of disputes, including US support for Syrian Kurdish fighters deemed terrorists by Turkey, and the Biden administration's more vocal criticism of Ankara's human rights record. The thorniest dispute is Turkey's purchase of Russian S-400 surface-to-air defenses in 2019 that prompted Washington to impose targeted sanctions and to oust Ankara from an F-35 production program, including a Turkish order to buy jets. Erdogan, who had warm ties with former US President Donald Trump, said Biden told him he might come to Turkey. COVID-19 vaccines made by Pfizer and AstraZeneca offer high protection of more than 90% against hospitalization from the Delta coronavirus variant, a new analysis by Public Health England showed on Monday. Prime Minister Boris Johnson announced a delay to the lifting of COVID-19 restrictions in England due to the spread of the highly transmissible Delta variant of concern first identified in India, which is also associated with a higher risk of hospitalization among the unvaccinated. PHE said the Pfizer-BioNTech COVID-19 vaccine was 96% effective against hospitalization from the Delta variant after 2 doses, while the Oxford AstraZeneca shot offered 92% protection against hospitalization by Delta. They said that those levels of protection were comparable to that against the Alpha variant, first identified in southeast England. The analysis adds to evidence that although the Delta variant reduces the effectiveness of vaccines against symptomatic infection, 2 doses of COVID-19 vaccine still protect against severe disease. Meanwhile, biotech firm Novavax said on Monday its COVID-19 vaccine was shown to be safe and 90.4% effective overall in a Phase 3 clinical trial of nearly 30,000 participants across the United States and Mexico. Additionally, it said the 2-dose vaccine was found to be 100% effective in preventing moderate and severe disease and 93% effective against some variants. The company said it plans to file for authorization with the Food and Drug Administration in the 3rd quarter. Dangerously hot temperatures across the US Southwest will continue to climb this week, reaching higher than 120 Fahrenheit in some areas, exacerbating the region's already dire drought conditions and increasing the risk of new fire ignitions. Extreme heat will be felt across much of Utah, along with southern and central California, Nevada, and Arizona. More than 48 million people across the West are now under heat advisory watches, or warnings from the National Weather Service, which is predicting that statewide records will be broken in Nevada and Arizona, along with hundreds of new daily record high temperatures set in cities in the coming days. The triple-digit heat is expected to extend from today through Saturday in some areas, with little reprieve overnight, and the NWS Climate Prediction Center anticipates that temperatures will continue to be higher than normal through the summer. The heatwave has elevated wildfire concerns in the West, which is already in the grips of a drought disaster, Significant fire potential has been declared across 6 states by the National Interagency Fire Center, and the heat has the potential to drive strong gusty winds exceeding 40 miles an hour through the parched landscapes along the Pacific coast. Those without access to air conditioning will experience the worst of the heat wave, especially unhoused residents and other vulnerable populations. You can subscribe to 5-Minute News on YouTube with your preferred podcast app. Ask your smart speaker or enable 5-Minute News as your Amazon Alexa flash briefing skill. Subscribe, rate and review online at 5minute.news. 5-Minute News is an Evergreen Podcast covering politics, inequality, health and climate, delivering independent, unbiased and essential world news daily.